Hi everyone, welcome back to my garden. Today we are going to do some follow-up. I've been really busy. Spring is here and it's been raining and everything is beautiful, but it is overgrown. I have these Aeoniums to tackle today, and I'm going to be doing a follow-up on the African candelabra Euphoria that I cut. I'm going to be potting that one, so here you're seeing me cut these Aeoniums. And basically what you do, they're very leggy and they're covering the aloe vera and my nobile and my echeverias. So just basically dig in there, grab them from the bottom and just cut them as close as you can to the ground. So just making sure that you don't nick any other plant when you're cutting them. I do remove the roots just after I cut the actual bud or rosette. I go ahead and just yank out the roots because I don't leave them there. You could if you wanted to and cover them up with the Aeonium cuttings, but I'm going to be putting these Aeonium cuttings, at least most of them, in pots. But look how beautiful these rosettes are. Yeah, so what I do is just slim them up like this, just cut off all the leaves at the bottom, exposing a long stem. And then shorten the stem as I plant them. And you'll see that later on. Now this is so satisfying. It's hard because I'm balancing my butt on a bucket. Yeah, I have a back situation going on, so this is, yeah, I can't take too much of this. But I've found a way to do it where I can at least tolerate it for a few minutes. But the satisfaction that you get in cleaning your garden is so great. I just love it. Oh, look at the baby. This Aeonium has a baby. It's next to my verbifolia. And yeah, see, here I'm replanting what I'm gonna leave. And I just scratched up the earth, just exposed the dirt because I have rock. Kind of dug a little trench. And then cleaned up the Aeonium, cut it, and then just stuck it in the hole. And just made sure that the soil was around the cut stem. And I didn't let these callus because these are very hardy. These are the Jack, I'm confused. I think they're the Jack Caitlin or the Blushing Beauty Aeoniums. But either of those, they're very tough. So these take a little bit more water and they don't rot as easy as other Aeoniums. So I'm just going by that. So I stuck them in there, even though the dirt is moist, they'll be okay, I think. Here you're seeing how leggy they get. All those extra leaves at the bottom, they're curly and ugly and not very attractive. So yeah, here I'm trying to work with one hand, so it's taking me a little bit longer, but just limb them up. They're easy to see. Even with my thumb, I can just go ahead and push them down. Just get to the point where you like the rosette and you think it looks nice in the ground. You don't want to cut it too short because I like to leave some protective leaves at the bottom because some of them might wilt or, they sit on the dirt and get ugly. So I like to leave a little bit of extra padding at the bottom. So I cut them, and right now I'm just sticking them in the dirt right there. This is one that I've already put in a pot. These have multiple rosettes on the head, so I didn't want to mess with taking them off because some of them are very little. So I'm going to let them grow, and then I'll go ahead and cut it up again so that I could get that single rosette. Now it's time to pot the African candelabra Euphoria. This probably like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, I cut this Euphoria, and it did really well. It went ahead and calloused right away almost. When I cut it, I did stick it in water like for a few minutes and then just take it out, and it stopped all the seeping of the sap that you have to be very careful with. And I chose this pot because it's a heavy ceramic pot, and I know it won't topple over because this is a very tall cacti. It grows very, very tall. So this cactus is actually part of a group of cacti that I have. I have 4 of these, and this one I planted it in the area where my plants are when it was like probably like 10 inches tall, or even, I don't know, shorter, but it's grown so much. But unfortunately, if you saw my previous video where I cut it, it started rotting from the bottom. So it did really good. It calloused right away. I just left it in right here outside in a cool place where it wouldn't get direct sun, and just let it lie horizontal. And I came out here every day and checked it, and I noticed that it was getting a little bit dehydrated. You can tell that the folds are very skinny. It's not as plump. And so I decided to go ahead and pot it. And I think it will be fine. So this is what I'm doing here. And it's very important when you are potting something this tall to really pack in that dirt. I only put it in probably like a couple of inches. So I'm making sure to compact that dirt really, really well. I made this little tool that I love out of just a skewer and a wine cork. And yeah, because those little spines that it has, they will get you. No matter how hard you try to avoid them, they will get you. So I try very hard not to get poked. And yeah, that seems to work good. I still use my fingers to compress it as much as I could. But then when I got close to the cactus, I went ahead and just used my little tool. And here it is. It is gorgeous. Oh, how beautiful is that? I did put some rock dressing. Again, I like the bigger rock because it's, I think, less suffocating on the soil. It lets some air in. When you put the little pebble, I feel like yeah, it's just, no. I prefer the bigger, chunkier top dressing. And here's the garden. It looks beautiful. It exposed my aloe vera, and I think I can leave it there another while. And look how beautiful. Here I'm giving you shots of my Cameronia and my Agavoides, and look at the Harmsii. How beautiful is that? This one I cut up in a previous video and restarted, and it just is doing great. And I couldn't help but to show you the sticks on fire again, since it's going to be losing its color pretty soon. And here's Thor, one of our community TNR kitties. All right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and welcome to all the new subscribers. I wish you health and happiness wherever you are. All right, guys. Talk to you later.